Have you ever been so emotionally exhausted by false narratives, misunderstandings, gossip, projections, that you almost forget who you are? Because I have, and maybe you have too. But this Taurus New Moon, this energy, it feels different. It feels very different. This doesn't feel like chaos to me. This feels like clarity. And this feels like grounding. And that's what this new moon is about. It's about grounding yourself. It feels like a higher truth rising through the noise. And, as a Leo woman, in my sexagenarian era, let me tell you something about this, okay? I no longer believe that every lie deserves my response, because it doesn't. I no longer believe that every misunderstanding deserves my energy. I no longer believe that peace has to be earned, because some truths don't need defending. They really don't. They simply reveal themselves over time. They do. And maybe that's why you're here. So, in this video, we're discussing the new moon in Taurus. So, grab a snack, come on back, and let's get into it. Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lexi, and this is a space rooted in love, healing, intuition, spiritual reflection, and choosing ourselves again and again. And today I wanted to sit with this Taurus New Moon energy, and I have my notes, not in a rigid astrology way at all, but in a spiritual, energetic way, because that's how we do things over here. There's no rigidity here. Because, if you've been carrying with you emotional heaviness and spiritual fatigue, disappointment, betrayal, or just feeling energetically off, this message may be for you. It may be for you. This new moon feels like, to me, it's new energy, right? This new moon in Taurus, it's new energy. And this new energy is saying to me to sit down, to breathe, to touch the earth, right? Touch that earth, get grounded, and come home to yourself. Come home to yourself. Taurus is very grounding energy, and it's root chakra energy. It is. And that root chakra energy is safety, stability, self-worth, security, and peace. And I think when we've gone through emotional turbulence, right, or when people are projecting their bullshit and stories onto us, we can feel spiritually uprooted. We can. Like our nervous system doesn't know where safety lives anymore. It just doesn't. It doesn't. And, I've let some of that, I've felt some of that, and I've let some of that creep in, and I don't like it. And not because other people define me, because they definitely don't, but because energy is real. It's real. And when negativity keeps circulating, you feel it. You feel it. Even when you know better. Even when you know better. Now, I'm not here to name names. That's not what this is about. But I will say this. One of the hardest spiritual lessons is learning not to defend yourself in every room where your name is spoken. Right? It's like, that one right there, that's a hard one, right? Because when you know your heart and when you know your intentions, which I always know my heart and I always know where my intentions come from, right? I always know what my intent is. And when you know your integrity, then the instinct is to say, no, wait, that's not true. But Taurus says, don't do it. Don't even bother. Why bother? You already know what's true, right? You know in your heart what's true. You know what you didn't do. You know what the other people are projecting and going into everybody's live stream and saying, she lied on me, and all this BS. Come on. Come on. We're all adults here, right? The proof is in the pudding. Ask questions. Ask for yourself. I'm a grown-ass woman. Come and ask me. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't. Be still. Root deeper. Because the truth doesn't panic at all. And that's what keeps coming through to me intuitively, right? Higher truth is being revealed. It's being revealed every single day. Not performative truth. Yeah, it's not that Oscar-nominated performance. Not gossip truth. Not crowd truth. Absolutely not. Higher truth. Divine truth. The kind of truth that arrives in divine timing. Everything reveals itself. Remember that. What happens in the dark must come to the light. It always does. It always does. There's no need to defend yourself. You know what you did and you know why you did it. No need to defend yourself, right? I don't have a need to defend myself because I know what I did and I know what my intent was. When people have to backtrack and hide things and delete things and also there's nothing there, right? So it just is like, oh, well, they'll just sweep it under the rug and nobody will listen. They'll just hate the other person. Yeah, well, that's stupidity. And if you're that stupid to believe that kind of stuff, then I feel sorry for you. I truly do. I truly do. Right? And you all know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. If you're spiritual, intuitive, tarot adjacent like I am, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because spirit has a way of illuminating what illusion tries to hide. Always does. Always does. Right? Not always on our timeline, but always. The energy honestly feels very justice card, right? Very Hierophant. Very strength, which is my card. The lion. It's the strength card, baby. Justice is truth balancing scales, right? The Hierophant is a higher spiritual wisdom. And the strength card, well, not reacting from wounded ego. That's what the strength is all about. And as a Leo, strength is home energy for me. That's home energy for me. But this version of strength, rather, it's a little bit softer. It's not like, it's not roaring. It's not roaring. But it's knowing. It's knowing. It's knowing. So, as a Leo woman, in my sexagenarian era, as I said before, just let me be honest, right? I don't have the same appetite for chaos, right, as somebody who's in their 20s or 30s. I don't have that. I really don't. I value peace differently now. I truly do. And I value alignment differently now. And I value my nervous system. I really do. My joy, my spirit, my sacred rest. Because at this age, you learn, right? You learn. Not every invitation deserves your attendance. It doesn't. And not every argument deserves your voice. Definitely doesn't. Not every distorted mirror deserves your reflection. Nope. Doesn't deserve your reflection at all. At all. Taurus reminds us to root. It reminds us to root, right? And the root chakra work, it asks us to, am I safe? You know, it's asking us these questions. Am I safe? Am I grounded? Am I grounded? Do I trust myself? Do I belong to myself? And my answer now is yes. It's yes. Even if the noise says otherwise, my answer is always yes. Even if misunderstanding exists, my answer is yes. Even if truth hasn't fully unfolded yet, it will. You know, my peace does not have to wait for other people's clarity. It doesn't. It doesn't. That doesn't define me at all. So, today, under this Taurus New Moon portal, I am planting intentions. I release emotional chaos. I release the need to explain myself excessively and endlessly. I release fear-based visibility. I release energetic cords that do not belong to me. And I choose peace. I choose peace. Clarity. Truth. Alignment. Protection. Abundance. And self-trust. That's what I choose. So if you're watching this and you've been carrying heaviness with you, let this be your reminder. You are not what wounded you. You are not what wounded you. You are not what others projected onto you. You are not. You are not, beloved. You are not the misunderstanding. You're definitely not. You are not the distortion. You are not. You are not. Higher truth has a way of finding light. It always does. Remember what I said. What happens in the dark always comes to the light. And if this message resonated with you at all, you know, leave me a moon emoji down below. Leave a moon emoji or a gold heart in the comments so I know that you were here. So I know that you were here. And as always, you know that I love you plenty. I see you, and I'm so proud of you. And I thank you for your support. For those of you who truly support me, even the ones that come in here under assumed names and think I don't know who they are. I know they're watching, right? For those who come in under assumed names and they're like, she doesn't know who I am. I'm just going to play this game. Go ahead. Two can play the game. I'm down for playing the game with you, Mr. Crazy Alaskan. I'm down with playing the game with you. My Dale prayer. My Dale prayer. So, if you know, you know. Deuces.